What is good, Neo family? It's Ray-J back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Neo stock and some very important things that we need to be discussing for the future of this company. I'm also going to talk about what on earth is going on with the share price and what the technical analysis is showing, and why I'm very bullish going into this week for Neo. I'm going to talk about the overall stock market and the latest pieces of news coming out from the Fed that could definitely affect it and Neo as well. I'm also going to talk about what's going on with the mainstream media, as we do have some major news articles coming out that could definitely affect Neo and the future as they relate to something Elon Musk has been saying. We have some important Elon Musk tweets that just came out that could affect the EV sector, and some other tweets that came out about Neo from Elon Musk, guys. That's very awesome news. He did actually congratulate them for some milestones. I just want to remind you guys of how awesome this is, how amazing this company is, and why I still am very bullish. Now, before I say anything about Neo and why I'm very bullish going into the future, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner. This is all for educational purposes only, so do not take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this, and not only benefits me, benefits the entire new community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to have the chance to win up to $200,000, as Moomoo is giving away $200,000 for the new year. So if you want a chance to win up to $200,000, and you want up to 5 free stocks, please sign up with the link down below and deposit $100 to get your chances. So with that out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. Looking at Neo, we're currently in the green right now, guys. We had a huge day. If you look at the one-day chart, we're up 17.27%. We were as low as $20 a share at one point. We went all the way up to 24.51. So like I told you guys in my previous video, I was very bullish going into this week. I told you guys I saw Neo going to the mid $20 level very soon, and that's exactly what ended up playing out. Now, I'm not saying I'm right all the time, guys. There are many instances where I'm not correct, but in this one, I was correct. I'm going to show you why I was correct. So look at the S&P, guys, and if you look at the entire market, whether you look at Tesla or Apple or Amazon, the entire market, or at least almost all stocks out there, were in the green. So let's talk about what's been going on with the S&P and how this affects Neo, because the S&P does play a very big role. So the S&P was hitting all-time highs early this year. Then what happened is we started dropping really hard, right? We started dropping very hard in anticipation to the FOMC meeting, to interest rates going up, to what was going on in Russia, and all these different factors that played a role and caused the SPY to drop. Now, after the meeting took place, guys, it turns out that things were not as scary as we may have expected, and now the market is starting to rebound, right? Because we dropped really hard in the past, and it's time for us to start rebounding, and that in turn is affecting Neo, because as the S&P is starting to go up and the Nasdaq, Neo is starting to run up too, because 17% in one day is pretty awesome. And I do see Neo continuing to run to the upside for tomorrow and for the rest of this week. Now, I do want to note something very important. And that is, before I go into more detail about technicals, we have to talk about what the Fed is doing, because the Fed is going to affect Neo too, and so is other parts of the world and the news. So the fear and greed index, it's a little bit more on the fearful side as of right now, but I think this is kind of off. I think we should be closer to neutral, or maybe more on the greedy side by now, because I think that a lot of people are very greedy right now, and there's been a lot of buying because of the fact that, look, if you look at what the Federal Reserve's Barkin just stated, he stated that businesses would welcome higher interest rates. Now, I'm not trying to say that interest rates are good, right? They're not necessarily bad, but they're not too good either, right? They're kind of in the middle. They are important to really improve our economy and address inflationary issues. However, guys, there is an issue with them, and that is the fact that it does cause market and institutional money to move to bonds, to banks, to lenders, and other places like that, so that they can get secure interest returns, right? Now, the problem is, right now, guys, a lot of people are kind of fearful when it comes to interest rates going up, but at the same time, we do expect it, we anticipate it. So the effect it's going to have is not going to catch us off guard and really cause the market to drop as hard as some people may think, right? That's the way I kind of see it. I do see a correction coming in the future, as some people are estimating there to be like 7 rate hikes in the future. I mean, I don't truly know that, but until we get a very definite answer, we're not necessarily going to know exactly how it's going to play out. So for the long term, guys, Neo could trade a little bit sideways, especially with Evergrande. For the short term, I think we're going to have a very good run up for this week, considering the fact that the market is starting to rebound, and Neo is looking very good, even after what Elon Musk stated. So right now we could run, in my opinion, to the level of support, which is at the $27 range before. And we should, in my opinion, go as high as the mid to high $20 level very, very soon. We should trade within that range and then maybe go higher and touch 30 very soon. I do think we're going to do it this week. I could be wrong, guys. I'm not always correct, but that's just what I'm going to predict for this video. And I wouldn't be surprised if we touch 30 and hit the high $20 range very, very soon for this week. Now, with that out of the way, guys, let me talk about this right here. It was stated right here that NEO stock pops as China EV stock to report January sales after the 2021 boom. That is correct, guys. We have the EV sales coming up very soon. That's going to be very important news that's going to affect NEO and other big companies out there, right? Because China does have a major, major market. And when this does come out, it's going to play a big role in NEO being in the green because a lot of people do anticipate NEO absolutely crushing it for the month of January. Now, I also want to talk about the fact that they are going to be improving their business model, improving their production, and they are improving their autonomous technology in Silicon Valley. Once again, all very, very bullish pieces of news. Now, we have to note, guys, they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger over time, and there's a lot of positive catalysts coming out, right? They have new cars coming out. We also have this right here. The ET5 validation prototypes off assembly line makes move to enter the Danish market in 2022. So we are going to be entering Denmark very, very soon. I can't wait for that because of the fact that, look, they're getting better. Their ET5 is coming out. The ET7 is going to crush it, and they're going to be absolutely amazing. You can see their acceleration time and other things like that. Absolutely killing it. Now, I want to talk about Denmark now because we have something very important to discuss. So, in the past, guys, Elon Musk did tweet about NEO. Remember, guys, he congratulated them for their 100,000 deliveries, right? After this article came out, NEO has produced 100,000 plus electric vehicles in total. Elon Musk stated, "Congratulations to NEO. That is a tough milestone." Once again, very, very awesome news, guys. And in the past, guys, it was stated that NEO is not just a great company, they're killing it when it comes to production. Their stock price, in my opinion, is going to reflect that in the future. Now, they are in China, so that does, it does lead to some negative sentiment towards some investors. But remember, there are investors all over the world, investors in China, investors in Denmark, investors in Norway, that also see the potential in this stock because they are going to be entering Denmark very soon. Now, look at this right here. Elon Musk stated that Denmark just ended the restrictions. Okay, so we don't have to worry about this as of right now. And I definitely think that it's going to be very awesome. I think people are very excited. They're very, very, very pumped up. And this is very bullish news for NEO because these restrictions are not going to hurt NEO the way some people would have thought, as they are expanding very soon. The last thing is this right here. NEO just announced that their NEO EP9 is now available in the global game Forza Horizon 5. So once again, pretty awesome news. It's not necessarily the best news of all time, but it just shows that NEO is getting more exposure. They're really, really getting out there, and I do see them making some big moves relatively soon. So Elon Musk, he congratulated them in the past. He also stated that Denmark is now lifting restrictions. That's definitely going to help NEO going forward. So big news, big pieces of updates that are coming out from him, and they're definitely going to help NEO as they do start to grow over time. So NEO is still a baby right now, guys. Don't expect this thing to just make you a millionaire overnight, but a wise investor knows the long term is really what counts. Give this company the time it needs, and it's really going to run. So I am very bullish for the long term. For the short term, which is this week, I wouldn't be surprised if we went to the high $20 level or touched the 30s, right? That's the way I see it. So that's my opinion, guys. I could be wrong, but I just like to at least give you guys some insight on how I see this thing moving and why I'm still very bullish. So that's what I have for this one. I thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Neo to the moon, and peace out.